So I've done a video a few days ago on the channel and I was talking about how it seems like at the moment the focus on Marvel's Avengers is really all about outfits. I didn't realise how much that statement would actually explode until I woke up today, logged on to Reddit, and it's absolutely insane at the moment with an unlimited amount of costume posts due to an exploit that happened during the night when I was sleeping. So the exploit, I'm not going to get into how you do it, but I will mention it's been removed, so you can no longer do it at all, so there's no point asking me or anything like how you do it or even looking it up. But this exploit allowed people to see future costumes that are coming to the game. There was a ton of non-MCU costumes that are coming. I'm not actually going to show them off at all, but there was a few Endgame costumes, specifically for Captain America, Black Widow, Hawkeye and Hulk, who we've already seen, but we've got some new images of him, so we're going to actually look at them in this video. And what we'll do is, I had a suggestion in the last video I done where we looked at Hulk's Endgame costume about comparing them to the Hot Toys. That's the little miniatures you get of the costumes, because the detail in them is amazing. So I'll actually be doing that, and that serves as a good way to actually compare them. Now, before we do go in and look at them, I will just mention that all these images came from Reddit. I was actually asleep when this was happening, so the individuals I got the images from, we have No Person Knows Who I Am, looks like a burner account. We have Sod NJMH, we have Gladiator Batman, Gungar Avenger, Rogue Cyan, Zed Mikey, and Billy B311. Now, one final thing as well, there wasn't any images of Thor. He's the only other base character that would have an endgame costume, because of course you would have one for Kate or Miss Marvel. But just to confirm once again, we have Captain America, Black Widow, Hawkeye and Hulk, and they look absolutely amazing. So let's jump in now and let's check these out. So we start off here then with a few images of the Black Widow Endgame costume. Looks absolutely incredible. I'll let these images play out, and then in just a moment I'll bring up the Hot Toys so we can do a comparison. So this is the Hot Toys version of this particular outfit here. I will mention that the idea of comparing these was actually suggested by someone called Arizona in the last video, so thanks to them for actually giving that idea. That is a great suggestion there. So you can see the detail in these is absolutely incredible, so it's really great for comparing it to the in-game costumes we've got as well. In time, if my channel ever grew, I would love to be able to buy a collection of these, but as it stands at the moment I just need to buy a little bobbleheads that are like £10. That's the most I can get. So keep supporting the channel, and hopefully in time I can get some Hot Toys as well, because they are amazing. But that's how it looks. Let's actually bring up a side-by-side comparison now. So here we are here. If you actually are looking at this on like a PC on a big monitor, for example, you'll really be able to see the level of detail and how spot on it is. There is one big difference I'll talk about in a moment. The only very small differences I can see is round about in the chest area you've got a little red line. It's hard to see in this image if it's actually red there, but everything else in this costume, all the little indentations, everything looks to be unbelievably accurate. And I've actually heard of game developers using Hot Toys before when they're actually making models of outfits, because the quality of them is so good and the level of detail. And yeah, this does look absolutely incredible. The one big thing, and this could be down to the fact that this costume technically shouldn't even be out in the wild yet, so it may not be finished, and that's something I probably should have said at the start of the video. But the big thing is the hair, the difference in that. I would really love to see her have her hair how it shows in Endgame with the ponytail. Yes, we can't get the face, but if we could get the hair like that, then this would be not even a 10 out of 10, this would be an 11 out of 10. As it stands, I'd say it's probably a 9.5 out of 10, but I'd really like to see the same hair. But other than that, absolutely amazing. But let's check out the next character. It's Captain America. Once again here, we'll start off with quite a few of the images I managed to find on Reddit, so I'll let these play. From there we'll bring up the Hot Toys version, and then from there we'll do the comparison as well. So those screenshots really were pretty amazing, weren't they? So this is now the Hot Toys preview we've got. So once again we'll jump in, we'll do a side-by-side comparison. So I've actually spent a fair amount of time looking at these two images in great detail to try and see any difference, and I can't see any difference at all. Yes, it's not Chris Evans' face, but the fact he's wearing the helmet, it's really quite hard to see this. So this one is just absolutely perfection. It is absolutely amazing. Now, we have some gameplay footage of it as well. This came from Rogue Cyan. He reached out to me on Twitter. He's got a full video. I think it's something like a 15-minute video or something like that he's got on his channel. I'm going to show off a very quick bit of gameplay here, but if you want to see more, check out the description of this video and there'll be a link to the full one where you can check out his channel and leave a like and drop a subscribe as well. But here's some gameplay of this one in action. So we now have Hawkeye and Ronin costume once again. Few screenshots to run through and then we'll bring up the Hot Toys as a comparison. So here's a quick look at the Hot Toys version here, and once again, if my channel actually starts to pick up at a decent rate at any point, I think this would be the first Hot Toy I would actually buy. This one's absolutely amazing. But let's do the side-by-side comparison. So this by far is the weakest one. The attention to detail all the way up to the neck once again is absolutely spot on, but it's when you get to that point it starts to fall apart. But I'm going to say once again, these costumes weren't supposed to be out yet, so it could be you'll be getting the mohawk look for his hair, and fingers crossed to do. What I'm hoping for is either the mohawk look for the hair or the actual hood. Probably the hood, to be honest, because the hood looks amazing when that's up. Also the bow as well, I would like to see that change in colour. So this one I find a bit disappointing, but once again I'll stress the fact that these costumes should not be in game yet, so this may not be final, and I'm hoping that it isn't actually final. Now to finish up, we're just going to very quickly have a look at Hulk again. We covered them in a previous video, but it was a low resolution image we have of them. We've got much better images now, and we've got the Hot Toy comparison as well. So here's more updated screenshots we've got here, allows you to see the costume in a lot more detail, so we'll let these play through and then we'll get into the comparison. Here is the Hot Toys version here. Of course this one has the Infinity Gauntlet, but it wouldn't make sense in this game because the Gauntlet's not actually being talked about at all, so I'll definitely let them off with the fact that you don't have that. But let's do the side-by-side comparison. So this one here, another one that is exceptionally accurate. The image on the right, the colouring of it's a little bit strange. You've got the middle section on the image on the left, which is purple, and it doesn't look to be purple on the right, but when we look at some other Hot Toys images, it most certainly is. So I think it's just the lighting they've used here that makes it look a little bit off. Again, you've not got the gauntlet, that makes sense. I'm not going to give them a hard time about that. You could potentially make an argument about the hair changing, but I'm not too bothered because that is how MCU Hulk looks. It's not how the Avengers Hulk actually looks, and maybe you could potentially bring up the fact he's not got the glasses. I don't know if I would like them on him or not. But that's all the costumes that were leaked. I say that's all the costumes that were leaked. There was a lot more that was leaked, but I want to leave some surprises there, but I know everyone's really itching to see the MCU costumes, so we've still got 4 to see, so that's going to be pretty awesome to see that one there. But let me know what you think of all these in the comments below. Will you be looking to get them when they come out? I think honestly, if the MCU costumes are all up to this standard, I can see me probably buying every single one they bring out. So it's going to be pretty expensive going forward, but they do look absolutely amazing. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below, and thanks for tuning in, stay safe, and I'll see you all again soon.